This is another episode of Standup Comedy, your host and MC, celebrating 40-plus years on the fringe of show business. Stories, interviews, and comedy sets from the famous and not so famous. Here's your host and MC, Scott Edwards.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the show. It's so good to have you here. We have some terrific stand-up comedy by a guy that quite literally got me into business. That's right, back in very early 1980, I was hanging out at the Comedy Store in Westwood, California, and one of the acts was Dave Coulier. That's right, the star of Full House, Fuller House, and many other shows. Dave Coulier was the guy that really got me started. I spoke with him after the show. He told me about stand-up comedy and running a club, and I came up and did just what he recommended, opened my own comedy club. Dave ended up introducing me to Bob Saget, who introduced me to Gary Shandling, who introduced me to George Wallace, Jerry Seinfeld, and went on, but it all started with my good friend, David Coulier. Well, we have some great comedy here. He was working for me quite a bit back in the 80s. In fact, in 1990, he and Bob did my 10th anniversary special. But I have a set here from 2000 recorded live on stage of Dave, and he is just so funny. He does cartoon voices. He has great stand-up. And on this, there's a little bit of musical fun. So let's sit back and enjoy some great stand-up comedy by Dave Coulier.
Come on, cut it out. Hey, come on. Quit it. I did that on Full House, of course, and people get it wrong all the time. They'll come up to me in airports and stuff, and they're like, hey, Dave, knock it around. First job I ever got in show business was doing voices on the cartoon Scooby-Doo, which was really cool. Yeah, that was really a lot of fun. And I remember I was so excited to go to the recording studio that first day, and I walked in, and there standing behind their microphones were Scooby and Shaggy, Don Messick and Casey Kasem. Just watching them work, it was like they were reenacting my childhood right before my very eyes. Like, look, Scoob, let's run like now. Yeah, let's get out of here, Maggie. And as I sat there watching them work, I thought to myself, you know what? I have finally achieved my goal. Professional immaturity. Now we have Homeland Security, people guarding the airports. I think they should have Scooby and Shaggy work in the airport sniffing for drugs, because if anybody's going to find some weed, it's that Shaggy dude. Like, what's that, Scoob? Rararana. Grab some for us, good buddy. See you in the van. Yeah, Scooby snacks. My favorite cartoon character is Bullwinkle Moose. I love Bullwinkle. Yeah. What if that Bullwinkle voice was your real speaking voice? Wouldn't that be horrible? Hey, Al, how was your night last night? My God, I got hammered. Oh, shots of Jägermeister, what was I thinking? I am so hungover. We've all been a cartoon character, every one of us here tonight. I'm going to remind you when it happened. You went out, you partied, went to bed. Next morning, your friend called you too early, woke you up, you answered the phone, and you sounded just like Elmer Fudd. Hello. And we never admit to the other person that we just woke up. We all lie. Oh, no, you didn't wake me up. I've been up for a long time, right? Yeah. Yeah, I feel great. Yeah. How was your night, Al? My God, I got hammered. I am so... I could be a musician. What do you think, huh? I mean, I thought that was pretty good. You guys are like, no, that wasn't all that great. Sorry there, dude. I love African music. That's my favorite. It just has that tribal rhythm to it. It's so different from any other kind of music that gets produced. It's just a, Wunda zemana yema, wunda zelala, wunda da zemana da yina, zamana yidanda, wunda ziyamba. Hula zelama, the hula zelama, hula da zemana de la ya, hula zemana hula ya. Hey, what rhythm! And then I found out what these lyrics were. Oh, kill the white man, kill the white man. You guys are great. Thank you so much.
Man, Dave has not lost a step. He is just as funny now as he was back in 1980, and Cut It Out was a part of his act even way back then. And I love the African music thing. It is so funny because I was recently in Africa and it just all kind of ties in. Anyway, that's a personal note. Hey, I know you enjoyed that short comedy set by my good friend. If you get a chance, keep listening and we'll be back next week with another great show. Bye.
We hope you enjoyed this episode of Stand-Up Comedy, your host and MC. For information on the show, merchandise, and our sponsors, or to send comments to Scott, visit our website at www.standupyourhostandmc.com. Look for more episodes soon and enjoy the world of stand-up comedy. Visit a comedy showroom near you.